Hey everybody, Fiasco, Ryno, and Kylie here for this week's episode of the Disney Dining Show. We are at Animal Kingdom Lodge and we actually just dined at Jiko. I know we normally come in before we'd actually dine there, but we had to preface and say that the manager came over and actually insisted that this meal be comped. We did not know this while filming this video at all, so all of our reactions and impressions are honest. But I just thought, you really need to know this going into it, and we'll wrap up with more thoughts at the very end.
She was physically forgotten if she slipped into my pocket with my car keys. She said you're taking me for granted as I please you, wearing these diamonds. And I can say,
have been seated in the restaurant right near a window, which is nice and lovely for us. And the first things first, we have gotten some sweet potato rolls, I believe, and this came with a, what did you say it was, Kylie? Is your mouth completely full? Perfect.
Is a herb honey butter is what we were saying?
Honey maple, I think.
Honey maple butter?
Honey maple. I'm just going to get a little bit on my knife and stick it in my mouth directly. Yeah, that was a terrible decision. It was very buttery. I'm looking forward to this, but so far so good. They had some live music playing as we walked in. I thought that was very nice, added to the ambiance. Apparently that just started today as well. But if you haven't been in this restaurant before, well, I don't know what to say about it. This is your first time in here.
Yeah, so this is my first time in here. I've been around in the area and I've come inside just to film small overview parts for videos before, but I've never actually dined here, so I'm excited to see what the food's like. I've been drawn to this area kind of for Sanaa because we're interested in their bread service, but I actually didn't know about this Taste of Africa bread service here, so I'm pretty excited to see about that.
Well, this isn't even it. This isn't even it yet, Corey.
Oh yeah, this is
just rolls to get us started.
Yeah, this is just so
we got
double
more
the bread.
Yeah,
Double the bread. We got
like,
the free bread, and then
if you're on a bread-free diet, we came to the wrong place apparently. So
yeah, this is not keto.
Well, I was gonna say now we know why Pete's not here.
Yeah,
he knew it was a lot of bread.
Yeah.
But no, So you like the atmosphere?
No, it's really nice. I like how the lights are kind of like birds and stuff. It's and like you said, them come over to the table playing some music. I really like, and it's not too loud in here at all. It's not. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's loud at all.
And Kylie, you've been here before, yes?
I have. I've been here a couple times. I love the ambiance of this restaurant. I think it's beautiful. It's relaxing. It's a little fancy, so that's fun.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna look at the menu. We're gonna get some apps, some entrees, and some desserts maybe. So stay tuned.
So I got the mushroom flatbread, which was on the allergy menu. It's a trio of mushrooms, duxelle, maize-crusted pickled mushrooms, curried ricotta, midnight moon goat cheese. And you can add braised beef or shrimp, which sounds to die for. But I'm kind of nervous about trying the pickled one, but why not?
A pickled mushroom?
It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, because flatbread doesn't really usually have crunch to it. Not usually the ones I get. So, try it.
How's the crust, the actual bread of it?
It's almost like a pita, and it's really delicious. Would you like to try it?
I would like to try it. How much was it actually?
$14.
Okay.
All right, so I got the grilled wild boar tenderloin. That was $19. It came with a mealy pap, shakalaka. That's what it says. Herb smoked oil and micro cilantro. I don't know what the first two things are, but this was really tender and it was seasoned what I would consider pretty perfectly. The thing that really spoke to me for these appetizers, I was really looking at that Taste of Africa, which I'm going to grab a bite of in a second and let you know what I think in the moment. But this tasted awesome. I will say, so it's like 3 tenderloin tips on top of a bed of flavoring, and this is definitely a taste experience. So it's not something that's gonna it's an appetizer, so it's expected to be pretty small. but it's not like a large shareable appetizer, I guess, in my opinion. Although I am going to share it, so Ryno's making a noise.
I'm like drooling a little bit.
Don't worry, I'm going to share it. But I wouldn't say it would be a heavily shareable item. There's just 3 tips on a bed of flavor, but it is a taste experience. I think it's really, really good. And like I said, for $19, a little pricey for an appetizer, but like I'm describing it, taste experience, there you go. But this Taste of Africa, I know this was Ryno's pick, but he's holding the camera right now, so I'm going to go ahead and make him hold it a little bit longer and see what this tastes like. This is like their bread surface. It's like a crispy, like chip type of bread.
4 different types in there, I think.
4 different
right?
sauces.
4 different
so we got
sauces.
And then hummus.
There's mango.
Mango. What was that? This is like
African spices.
African spices with oil and stuff. And then what was this one?
I can't remember the last one.
This is like
Spicy.
this is the spicy red one.
And then there's goat milk butter or something. Or did she say oat milk?
Okay, I love that one.
Yeah.
It's spicy, but it's also sweet. So far, that one's my favorite. It's also the only one I've tried. All right, let's go for the hummus. I actually tried hummus for the first time about 2 months ago.
Wait a minute, you've never had hummus before?
No.
Oh my goodness.
That's really good. That's probably the best hummus I've ever had.
I think it's got like tomatoes on it.
Yeah, it's got tomatoes and like there's definitely some oil going on in there. That's the second hummus I've ever had and the best.
Oh. The other one being Sabre.
Competition.
All right, the mango. It's got a little bit of a bitterness to it. Probably my least of the 3 at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And then the African spices. Some green and white sauce. It's got like a spicy kick to it with a little bit of like a sour cream type flavor. My favorite is between the spicy red sauce and the hummus though.
Okay.
But that was, I'll let Ryno talk about that more, but I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, flatbread. Yeah, let's try the flatbread.
Just get it all in there.
Just get it all. And this is good because it's like a very thin layer of cheese, so it's not going to bug me too much. A little crispy mushroom on top. That's really good. And it's the cheapest item that we are eating right here. Honestly, I think that might be the best price per value out of all of this. This is a decent size flatbread. I definitely put this as next to the bread, I put this as the most shareable. Definitely more shareable than the tenderloins, though. Yeah, this is great. Well, let's hear what Ryno thinks.
I'm gonna go from right to left, my right to left. I'm gonna start with Kylie's real quick, have a bite of this. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about a pickled mushroom, but who knows? That is super tasty. I really didn't think I was gonna like it, but I love the arugula and the cheese, and there's some non-fried pickled mushrooms on there that are good too. Definitely a winner there. Ooh, it's not all crispy pita. This one's soft. So too crispy, and then I think this one's maybe garlic naan and then pita naan. But
I didn't even notice that.
yeah. Okay. Try the hummus. Okay, that is good hummus. I'm not a big mango fan though, so I'm not sure I'm gonna like this one. And I was correct. It's mango. And then this cream cheese stuff, or ish. That's a little thick for me. I'm gonna try this. That's a lot of butter. Hold on. Oh man, this butter on the end though, off the chain. That is the best thing I have put in my mouth today. You heard it here. I'm gonna try yours real quick, but I have. Well, I don't want to waste this butter. Oh, you were giving me a clean knife. Sorry.
I got one here too.
It's a lightsaber video all over again. Slow down. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like separate pieces.
Yep, there's like three different dips. Flavor.
Yeah. That one's very flavorful. The meat is cooked perfectly. Like it's got that nice sear on the outside, nice and tender on the inside. Honestly, all three of these, delish. I am very happy right now. But I'll let everybody else try, and we'll see you with the entrees in a minute here. I think. Or what did you say?
What's your favorite dip?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think the butter is my favorite.
Well,
the butter, the hummus, or the spicy one.
Okay, we have very similar taste then. Because I didn't try the butter. I'm not a huge butter guy, but those are my two favorite dips too.
This I don't know if she said goat or oat or what she said, but it's like salty and packed with flavor though. So I definitely recommend this bread service. I think.
So I got the oak grilled filet, and it came with roasted vegetables, pomegranate vinaigrette, olive oil potatoes, and a South African red wine sauce. And the roasted vegetables were asparagus, which I love. Mm-hmm. And the steak is perfect. It's so good. It's cooked perfectly. The seasoning on it is wonderful.
Would you get some potatoes there too? I
got some potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very delicious. And yeah, I have no complaints. I think it's absolutely delicious. It's $49, and I think it's well worth $49.
All right, so for my entree, I got the West African coqui corn, which has mushrooms, avocado, poblano, tomatillo puree, and roasted red pepper sauce. I might have said some of that stuff wrong. There you go. Ryno said it best. But this was the vegetarian option, which I'm not a vegetarian, but you might be, and once upon a time I actually was. So this was actually really, really stinking good. The peppers had like a sweet tanginess to them. The breading, it was like a tamale type dish. The breading was like nice, warm, and comforting. The vegetables inside were really delicious too. The red sauce on it, I'm going with that as the tomatillo puree. Is that saying it right now? Yeah. That had a nice little spice to it, not too overpowering, and the avocado was nice and creamy. I would definitely get this again. It was $30, the cheapest entree on this menu.
I find it filling.
Definitely filling. It's definitely filling. I haven't even finished this yet. Granted, I did try some appetizers, but I'm already full. Now, what I really want to mention, because the filet, a filet is generally what I would get when I go out to eat, and I got a chance to try a piece of Kylie's filet. That steak is amazing. And for $49, if you don't normally go to restaurants in Disney at this price point, you might think that's a lot. It's not. I've gotten a lot of fillets that were $55, $60, even more $69 fillets. This is right up there with them. This was a great steak. This is amazing. I'd definitely get that if I came back here again. But in a nutshell, tried 2 entrees on this menu. There's a total of 5, and both were amazing. Really, really good. But let's see what Ryno thinks.
For my entree, I got the peri peri chicken, which comes with a Gujarati style, I don't know, that's probably not how you say it, potato salad, a braised spring onion, I ordered something with, I cannot pronounce a word that is in it. Sabusi, I don't know. Oh my, okay. I don't know, I was going to try and think of a clam joke, but I couldn't get there fast enough. But I thought peri peri chicken was spicy. I think I was incorrect because this is not spicy, but that doesn't mean this isn't delicious. The chicken is cooked very well. The potato salad underneath is like, it's the kind of the whole potatoes that have been boiled, not so they're super soft, but they still have that, they like kind of pop when you eat them. And they are delicious, and I love the sauce that is all over the bottom of the plate here. It's delish. Yeah, but there's not really a lot to say with it. The chicken has a lot of seasoning on it, but it goes really well with the sauce. But I don't know why in my brain I thought this would be spicy, but it is not whatsoever. But still delicious. It cost $35, and it's good. so I'm going to keep eating it. I don't really have a lot to say about it. There was one jalapeno buried. Oh, wait. 2 jalapenos. So it leads me to believe this was supposed to maybe be spicy, but I don't know. Because honestly, the jalapenos maybe feel a little out of place otherwise. But I'm enjoying it, so I'm not going to complain.
All right, so I got the African drum beats, which is a coconut strawberry beet mousse, chocolate cake, candied beets, and balsamic strawberries for $13. This is actually a vegan dessert. When I first bit into this mousse, I was extremely surprised. It's like very much the texture, the coldness of ice cream. It's ice cream, but it's not. It's vegan mousse. There's also some chocolate cake in the center of the mousse. This dessert is awesome. It's really, really cool. It's super unique. I liked every part of it. I haven't tried the beets yet. So let's try the beets here for the first time on camera.
Let the beat drop.
Look at it, yeah.
Whether you're a vegan or not a vegan, this dessert's a 10. For me, this dessert's a 10.
I got the malva pudding. It has milk cart ice cream. This is not gonna go well. Katifa canoe toodle. I have no idea how to say any of these words.
Well, that's the thing. That's the beauty of this restaurant is that there are a number. Let me just hold this right here. There are a number of ingredients of African ingredients, and milk tart ice cream, katafi, canoe, tui, and cabernet gelée. There are so many words on
There's
here.
a lot of words.
Yeah. I'm going to place the picture of the description over this so people can figure it out.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's really delicious. The ice cream's very good. There's like a sponge cake on the side, and it's basically soaked in something. Mm-hmm. It's really sweet, but not overly sweet.
She said it. Our server said it tasted like Captain Crunch. Do you think you would agree with it?
I would 100% agree with it. I'm not wild about the little nest that it's in. It's like, it reminds me of ramen noodles.
Okay.
It's like boil it. Let's put some chicken flavoring on it, and we're good to go. But overall, it's really delicious. I would probably get it again. It was the one thing that I could get for peanuts, tree nuts on the allergy menu, and I am glad that I can have it.
Good.
Yeah.
I just had a bite of Corey's dessert, and I don't actually like beets very much, but it is really, really good. It doesn't have that earthy texture that beets or flavor that beets can get sometimes. It does taste, the cake is really good, and the sorbet is really delicious too. It almost looks like it's going to taste like raspberry, but without the tart part of it. But and then my dessert was the Safari Sunset, and that is carrot cake, cornbread, calamansi, and lemon creme something, Kenyan coffee streusel, citrus gel, Valhalla Dulce mousse, candied carrots. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how to say any of these words. I'll put the picture underneath, but I know the description starts with carrot cake, but Laura, our server, who's been wonderful, told us that it was going to taste mostly like lemon. And no, Laura was correct. It was and is delicious. There's like a little, what's this little orange guy? I would come back here just for this dessert. And honestly, Corey's dessert. I don't want to try Kylie's just because, until she's done, because I'm worried about cross-contamination with one of these having nuts in it or something like that. But I'm pretty happy with the dessert. Usually, sometimes you go to a place like this and it'll be like, an amazing appetizer or amazing meal, and then like the dessert always kind of falls flat. But I feel like I like my dessert the most right now.
Like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, all of our experience there and that you just saw was natural, it was honest, but at the end, the very, very end of our experience, we were comped. We weren't expecting that at all. We even asked, hey, we'll pay for it, and they insisted, so that's just what happened. But we're going to give our final wrap-up thoughts here. Ryno, why don't we start with you?
I thought it was pretty good. pretty good. I liked the bread service that we got in the beginning that had a different name that I can't remember at this moment because I'm just having these drums. The Taste of Africa. I really enjoyed that. I really liked Kylie's the mushroom flatbread that you got, and yours was good too. Actually, the tri-tip one or the. But that was good. I thought my chicken was perfect. Honestly, everything I ate here was great. There wasn't like any part of it where I was like, oh, you know what, I would have changed this about it or done this differently. I really enjoyed every single thing I had. And because the bill was comped, I didn't even see total prices, but I keep track of that as I kind of go. I felt like my chicken was like $35, I think, and that was, I felt like pretty good. And then the app, we said all the prices in the video, but adding it all up, this is a place that can get expensive really quick. So I was actually really curious about what the bill was going to end up coming out as, and I know that everyone's not going to come here and order an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, and a glass of wine. But we just wanted to make sure we had that full experience, and honestly, like I really enjoyed it. I liked the live music going around. The ambiance was good. I felt like our server Laura was fantastic. Like I said earlier, Ken and Jonathan, the managers of the hotel and the restaurant, were very friendly. But I watched, and they went around to every table in there to say hello. So it wasn't just to us; they were friendly too. But it was a good experience. I really enjoyed it. What did you think?
So I really enjoyed it. I don't have any portion of the meal that I would say I didn't like at all. The steak was cooked perfectly. It tasted delicious.
Your steak was delish.
It was really, really good. And then the dessert was really good, minus the ramen noodles. And the flatbread was excellent. It was definitely a shared one. I ate most of it myself just because I'm selfish. I almost said shellfish. It was very hard to say selfish. But everything was really delicious.
And remind people of your allergies again.
To basically the world, all shellfish, all nuts, and peanuts. So I had a special allergy menu, and I'm lucky that everything was delicious on it. So,
yeah. Okay, well, Corey, it being the end of your first time, why don't you tell us what you thought about it all? What were your expectations going in?
So my expectations going in was really nothing. It was just that I've never been here before, and I'm kind of excited to try something new. After the meal was getting to the end, I was actually really excited about this wrap-up because honestly, and this is honest truth, before I found out this meal was getting comped, I was like, this is probably going to be the most positive review I've ever done.
Yeah, I think you said before, because I think you stepped out before they even came over to say they did this, you had said, like, this is a 10 out of 10 for you.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, well, he really liked it. But then you came back and said, I've never actually, I don't think I've given anything a 10 before. Yeah. So I was like, oh, wow, you really did enjoy it.
No, and I really haven't. Basically, I'll start off with the ambiance. The ambiance is something that everybody at that restaurant tonight was experiencing. And also, I should say, this was the first night of their new special menu. So that was part of it too, and maybe they were really up on top of their game for that special menu, but I need to say, like, I'm going to be rushing to get back here. Because honestly,
it's the drums that are doing it for you, I know.
Yeah, no, but the drums and the singing as they were walking around, like, it was at, literally, they found, like, the perfect level to play that music.
I will say, unlike what is happening right now, which is great, whatever, I get it, it's part of the hotel. It's just one of those frustrating for us, but I do agree, I thought they were at just the right level, and the fact that they kept moving through the restaurant, the musicians, that it really did, and it didn't pull it away. Yeah. It wasn't overpowering. It didn't stop our conversation really ever for more than like 10 seconds. Yeah. So it was cool. Yeah.
And another big thing, I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit because I really want to say something about the dessert. So I obviously, not my appetizer, but I tried some of the vegan options here tonight. And when I first started eating my vegan dessert, my beets dessert, I was starting to think, like, this is probably the best vegan dessert I've ever had. Honestly. Near the end of the dessert,
you ordered that not knowing it was vegan either. She didn't tell us till they put it on the table.
And, like, honestly, at the end of the dessert, I was like, no, this is probably one of the best desserts I've ever had at Disney. Like, just period, blank out, one of the best. Not to mention, my entree was very good. Nothing to, like, rant and rave about. I probably won't order that again, but I did really enjoy it. However, I got to try Kylie's filet $49 filet. I've had $60 fillets here on property that aren't that good. That was a amazing filet. I mean, like, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna get that filet. I'm gonna get that dessert. It was just an amazing experience. And honestly, before I even found out about the comp, I was sitting there in the restaurant looking around at the ambience of the restaurant, and it's some of the nicest ambiance too. It really is. But.
Yeah. So you loved it, you enjoyed it, we enjoyed it. So I feel like that's all we could kind of say about it. That was our experience at Jiko. If you've been here recently or in the past, what kind of experience you had, you can let us know in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. I guess that's it. I don't know how you guys wrap up your dining shows.
If you're not subscribed, consider doing it, and we'll catch you in the next one.